Hello and Assalamu alaikum viewers. You're watching News Point and this is your host Rahani Paul. There has been an express entry draw for about a week now, and we were not able to look at the data and make our forecast that what kind of draw it would be. So today I will be sharing my thoughts what would be the cutoff if the next draw is FSW draw. Before we look at the data, if you still haven't subscribed to our channel, consider subscribing our channel so that you never miss any of the updates from our side. On this screen, I have the data all the way from whenever we started making the videos about a year ago till 29th April when we saw the last CC only draw. So we'll take a look how many people are there in each range. Before that, I just want to see when the last draws happened. The last FSW or all category draw had happened on 23rd December. In 2021, we have not seen even a single express entry draw which was for everybody. All the draws which happened in January till this last month, April, they were either PNP or they were PNP plus CEC draws. And it's going on for the most part every 2 weeks. Every time it happened a PNP draw, then it followed by a CC draw. Only in March, then on 8th March the draw happened, it was just a PNP draw, there was no CC draw. But before that, in 13th February draw, they had cleared out all the CC people, about 27,000 people were invited. After this, in these three draws, I think 5,000 people were invited, and then not in, actually in these two draws, 5,000 people were invited, and in these two draws, 6,000 CEC people have been invited, and that is in addition to what PNP ITS were issued, about 3 to 400 in each draw. We can say that about 25,000 people have been invited since March, and then 27,000 people were invited in February, and then about 10,000 were invited here. So if you sum it up, I think about 60,000 plus ITS have been issued so far in first 4 months alone. That is all PNP plus CEC. Majority of it is CEC because PNP is only like 3 to 400 in each draw. So more or less 55,000 people or 55,000 ITS have been issued with CEC people only. Another thing to consider is that when ITA is issued for a CEC person, I would say that in majority of the cases, that CEC profile is only for a single person. Very few people who come here on work permits with families and then they get CEC nominations. Majority of those people are here who have come here on student visas and then they worked for 1 year and then they got Canadian experience and they are getting ITS. So when we are seeing 6,000 or 5,000 ITS, it does not necessarily mean 5,000 or 6,000 people only getting Canadian immigration. It could mean a little more than that. And in case of CC people, I would say it is close to one. But when it is for FSW people, it's probably close to two because most of the FSW people, they are coming here with families, kids and whatnot. So I would say for them, average is close to two, but for CEC, average is close to one. It would be a little more than one, like 1.2 or 1.1, but for FSW is higher. Mostly people are coming here with wife, mostly people are coming here with kids. So when FSW's ITAs are issued, number of people who are actually getting the immigration is a little bit higher than when CEC people are getting the ITAs. Anyways, coming to this range, in the 600 or 1200 category, 600 to 1200 category, which is a PNP category, we saw 353 people when the data was published on 26th April. Obviously, all of those plus some more got their ITAs when the invitations were issued on 28th April. So we do not need to worry about these because these are people, whenever the draw happens, they get the ITA, they do not have to wait. They have to wait for to get PNP nomination, but once they get the nomination, then it's just a waiting time that they just have to wait for the draw. 501 to 600. Now we are seeing about 1554 people, very slight increase than what we saw earlier. And as I said, in this category, majority of the people who are applying every 2 weeks, they are mostly CEC people, but the existing people, they have also getting added, like 50-70 people are getting added every 2 weeks who are FSW and who are just waiting for a draw. 491 to 500, 942, almost similar to what we were seeing in the past, like 50 to 60 people increase every 2 weeks. 481 to 490, now we have about 2,700 people, almost an increase of 200 from the last time. And this has been close to 2,500 for last 2-3 months. Before that, it was low, but I think now, especially those people who have these high scores, they are probably just waiting their turn, or maybe now they are going to apply for PNP and those kind of things to get their immigration. But over here, we're not seeing much of an increase from last 2 months, if I may say. 471 to 480, I say this is like the most important category, and this is where most of the FSW people, hopeful candidates, are lying. This is 7500. Over here, the increase for every 2 weeks is about 5 to 700. So 5 to 700 FSW people are applying, and since the draws are not happening, so this number is just going up. All those people who are in in CEC category in this range, they apply, but they get the ITS, so that number is not increasing. So the increase is solely because of non-CEC people or FSW people. So 471 to 1200, we have 13,000 people as of 26th April. Obviously, some of these CEC candidates would have been taken out of the pool. More or less 13 to 14,000 people would be in the pool when the draw happens, because we are seeing that about 950 or 1,000 increase every 2 weeks. I think I calculated over here. So last time it was an increase of 1,000, and after that, this time is an increase of 948. So 1,000 is a good estimate that every 2 weeks, this number is increasing by 1,000, because about 1,000 non-CC people are applying in every 2 weeks. This is actually good, because before these draws stopped, we were seeing actually much more people who were in FSW category plus CC, and they were applying. We were seeing that when 5,000 people were getting ITS, number was not coming down. So about 5,000 people were applying every 2 weeks. Now this, for FSW only, this number has come down significantly, and this has come down close to 1,000. So looking at this, now above 480, we have about 5,500 people. If an all category draw happens on Wednesday, then the cutoff for 6,000 ITAs would be close to 480 or 481, 482, because this is 5,500 right now, but about 15 to 2,000, 1,500 to 2,000 people who would be in CC category, they would be applying in the next 2 weeks. So this cutoff would be close to 482 if 6,000 ITAs are issued. If more than 10,000 ITAs are issued, then this cutoff would be close to 475, or actually higher than that. What are the chances of this? I will talk about that towards the end of the video. So the cutoff would be, in my opinion, 475 to 482, depending upon how many ITAs are issued. Until next time, this is host Farhan Iqbal signing off. Assalamu alaikum.